How much do I need to save before I can buy a house? And what are the things I'm going to spend this money on? There are 4 things you spend money on when you want to buy a house. The first one is mortgage. The second one is agent. The broker that will help you if you need a broker, and notario. So these are the 4 things. So let's start with the mortgage. Normal bank procedure is that when you want to buy a house, a bank is willing to give you 80% of the total cost of the house while you bring 20%. That is, if the house is 100,000, the bank will give you 80,000, then you will bring 20,000. So you are supposed to save 20% of the total cost of that house. You can say, okay, but I can't save 20%. In that case, very few banks can be able to give you 100%, which is very rare, except you are very young, not up to 36 years, then you can go for the fondo de garantia per acquistare prima casa. I will do that one in a separate video. Else, you are supposed to save 20%. Although some banks can also take it to about 10%, they can give you up to about 90% and ask you to bring 10%, but these cases are very rare. Then for you to get the 100%, it can also be possible if you are working and you also have a wife that is working. So two of you can come together and buy the house together. In that case, most banks can even give up to about 95%, but it actually depends on the bank and the amount of your salary. Now, if the bank now refuse to give you 100%, then the other option would be for you to go and meet broker. Broker will not help you. When we get there, I will explain. Then the other thing is agents. Agents are the people that are selling the house to you. That is, if you are buying the house through an agent and their price is within 3 to 6,000 euros, 3 to 6% of the total cost of the house. Most of these prices are negotiable, so you can also price it with them. Although some agents already have fixed price, they can say 4,000. If the house is between 1,000 to 100,000, you will pay 4,000. If the house is above 100,000, there's a price also, but let's just say roughly around 4,000 euros for agents. Then the other one will be broker. Broker is if bank actually refuse to give you that amount, whether 100%, 90%, whichever percent, if bank refuses you, then the next option is for you to meet broker. Broker are intermediary that can help you solicit some money from bank. So they know how to do the whole manipulation. So you also pay them for that service, and their price is also within 2,000 to about 5,000. So let's just peg it as 3,000 for broker. Then the other stage is the notario. Notario is where you go and do the transfer of ownership, transfer the house from the old owner to you that is buying it. And notario fee is around 1% of the total cost of the house. So if the house is 100,000, notario can collect 1,000 from you. But you also need to pay registration of the house there, the tax for the house there, which is about 2% of the total cost of the house. So if the house is 100,000, you also pay another 2,000. Plus the notario 1,000, that's already 3,000. The other expenses you also pay. You buy market and bolo, you pay for a registration, the agreement between you and the person that is buying it. That one is around 200. You also pay for imposta de hipotecaria. That one is around 50 euro. Imposta de catastale. You also pay around. So all those little payments. Let's just say that one is under 1,000. So 1,000 notario, 1,000 other little expenses with 2,000. For the registration of the house, everything will fall around 4,000. That is if the house is 100,000. So notario is 4,000, broker is around 3,000, agent is around 4,000. So you have close to about 11,000 that you also save, apart from the 20% that you have to save for the house. So let's say you don't have this money, you are unable to save this money. Then a broker, there are some broker that can still help you get the 100% for the house. They will still help you get this extra 12 to 15,000 to pay for other expenses. But it is easier if you are working and you also have a wife that is working. So two of you can bring your document together and do the process together to be easier. But individual, it is often not easy for you to get 110% mortgage funding. Thank you and God bless you.